Okay, guys. Today I'm trying to answer a question which we all believe is impossible to answer. That's what exactly happens to you after death. See, various religions and religious scriptures say a lot of things about heaven, hell, the soul. Some other religions speak about reincarnations. But today I would like to discuss a future perspective. I would like to underscore the fact that this particular video is not intended to be offensive to any religion. What I'm going to discuss is not spirituality, is not religion at all. What I'm going to discuss is strictly future of technology, especially future of artificial intelligence and deep learning. See, we know that today we are trying to create machines with artificial intelligence capabilities which can perform as well as man. And we also know that we are trying to produce deep learning machines which can outperform man in selected tasks by far. So what I'm going to tell you is something which may happen or is likely to happen in not very distant future. So just take a look at some of the visuals of a new trend in technology called transhumanism. Transhumanism. I'll explain what this is while you're watching the slides, please. Okay, guys. What transhumanism means is a machine taking on the role of an individual. See, please note, this is not the case of a machine taking over the role of a human being. This is a case of a machine taking over the role of a particular individual, including his personal life. Transhumanism. Say, for example, when we lose a dear one, all we have to preserve his memories at this point of time are probably videos and photographs. Now in future, we will have a transhuman which will actually replace the individual and make the near and dear ones feel as if they have not lost anyone. How this can be done, I will explain in detail. Next slide also, please. And then let's discuss at length how this is possible. These are all transhumans. We'll see what that means. Okay. We all know that artificial intelligence is capable of supervised learning. Or in other words, a human being can train an artificial intelligence to behave like him. Deep learning machines are capable of unsupervised learning or self-learning, and they can go to lengths and depths which are beyond human capabilities. Transhumans are almost like pets. See, for example, a household has a grandfather, his son, his wife and kids. Okay, let's say. They have a pet dog, fine. They also have a transhuman, which is a robot with deep learning capabilities. This robot is now, its task is to do unsupervised learning on the behavioral characteristics of the grandfather. So it's actually monitoring the grandfather 24/7. It's trying to understand the voice of the grandfather and to duplicate it. It's trying to understand the response of the grandfather to each situation and trying to duplicate it. It's trying to understand the emotional platform of the grandfather with reference to each individual in that house. Or in other words, it's slowly learning to mimic the grandfather in every aspect of his life and behavior. So at the point when the grandfather passes away, which obviously would happen at some point of time, the deep learning robot takes over as grandfather. I repeat, the deep learning robot takes over as grandfather. This machine is now the conscience keeper of the grandfather. It knows the exact behavioral pattern of the grandfather. It can imitate the body language of the grandfather. It can imitate the expressions of the grandfather. It can duplicate the exact language of the grandfather. It behaves in exactly the same behavioral and emotional pattern of the grandfather. In other words, we have a robotic grandfather now. I wonder whether I have actually perplexed you or kind of flabbergasted you with this notion. But then please note, this is not even a distant possibility. This is an immediate possibility. We'll soon have not only videos and photographs of near and dear ones we have lost, we will also have deep learning robots which behave exactly like the lost one. In other words, we have a robot replacing the grandfather at home. It behaves exactly like the grandfather. Think of it. I hope this concept won't drive you crazy. Good luck to you. Thank you.